So I know I don't make serious videos like ever because I'm not a serious person. But I wanted to switch it up a bit. Yeah, gotta put my lip gloss on because when people get serious, they put on lip gloss. It's just what we do. So I've mentioned in an earlier video about this place that I usually go to and visit. I don't remember what that video was called. I don't remember. But I mentioned Durand Eastman Park Lake. I think that's what it's called. It's called Durand. If you don't know, I live in Rochester, New York. Probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. Um, so, I also mentioned in that video the White Lady's Castle, and I was talking about like a paranormal experience that I had. I'll put the link in the description box so you can go back and watch that video. But recently, I went with a friend. I think it was last week. I went last week to that same spot, the White Lady's Castle, and like I mentioned in the video, that it's basically this brick wall, this random brick wall. You walk up some steps, and there's a very wooded area, and you can see the lake from up there, and it's a very pretty place. And so we're just like walking around and stuff like that, minding our own business. And then I noticed that there was white spray paint all over that brick wall, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's not really something, because a lot of people like graffiti little things, but things that you don't really notice, like they'll write their names or something like that. And but this was very noticeable. I mean, hello, it was spray painted white, and the things that it said was very, very surprising. So me and my friend were just reading this wall, and there was swastikas all over the place, even on the trees, all over the brick wall. There was KKK, white men only, white power, excuse my language, but I'm just going to keep it real. It's what it said. It said, all niggers die. And it said, so disgusting. It said, it's not funny, but I'm laughing at how stupid it is. What the hell? I put nigger babies in my microwave. And I was just like, it's just not something that I really expected to see. Not only because, we're almost in 2012, but also because, in the North, especially in Rochester, New York, you don't really, I didn't really know that those type of people really still existed in upstate New York. Or like, I know there's prejudiced people, but I didn't know it was to that extent where people are putting swastikas and KKK and all this white power stuff. And and it's also weird. I'm gonna get into my little paranormal things going on, but it's also weird that see, that place had it already kind of had like a little energy to it, but the energy was, it was more like a positive feeling. And I noticed that this time there was a very negative feeling there. I didn't want to be there. I just wanted to leave. It made me very uncomfortable, especially being a minority. I was a little afraid that these people might come back and they see this little Puerto Rican girl and her little Puerto Rican friend up there, and all hell's gonna break loose, because apparently we're in their territory, because they own it. KKK own everything. So I was like, what the hell? I've never seen anything like that in my life. And it, I don't know, I just never seen that much prejudice. Oh, and it also said something about Javant deserved it. I don't know who Javant is or what happened, what that story is, but it said Javant deserved it. So I'm guessing whatever happened, it wasn't something good, but to them it was something good. And I don't know what the story is. I'm actually very curious. I don't know, maybe they said something in the news. I might look it up later as to make some type of connection as to what that was about. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know, but either way, it's very disgusting, it's disrespectful, and it just makes you think, like, Why are people like that still? Like, I feel like we moved so far away from that. Like all the civil rights things in the 1960s and Martin Luther King and all of this happening, and it's just like, why does it still exist today? Why is there so much prejudice in racist ways? Like, I don't understand that. I never will understand that. And to an extent that you damage public property where people go to have fun and have a good time, and you're ruining that and making this terrible bad energy and writing KKK, white power, white men only, die. It's just like, you almost feel bad for that person. And I know some people are like, why would you feel bad for them? Blah, blah, blah. But it's like, those people are so brainwashed and so ignorant and so disgusting in their ways that they'll never be really happy. And they're so stupid that you gotta feel bad for them. You have to make fun of them because it's just like, how can you say those things and think these ways? It's like Hispanic people, African American people, Asian people, every minority or whatever, we've been here since the beginning of time, just like how white people were. And we're not going anywhere. And we never were. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for minorities and immigrants, America wouldn't be what it was. You wouldn't probably have an America. We're the ones that build this. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't understand. And that I'm not saying that anybody is better than anybody, but my point is that we're not going anywhere. There's always going to be minorities. There's always going to be black people. There's always going to be Hispanic people. We're not going anywhere. America will never be just a whole Caucasian country. It's not happening. And it's not just Caucasian people. There's racist black people. There's racist Hispanic people. There's racist Asian people. There's racist Arab people. There's everybody in some group is racist in some way. But I'm not talking about everybody group. I'm talking about what I seen at Durant Park, the KKK and stuff like that, and swastikas. So it's just like, it's almost 2012, and you would think that stuff like that is over with. Stuff like that is done. Our president is half black and half white. So it's like, it's disgusting, and it makes you like, well, like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like a certain race, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have to love and accept everybody. People are racist, people are prejudiced. It happens. And just like how minorities aren't going anywhere, prejudiced people aren't going anywhere either. Okay, that's your opinion. But keep that to yourself. To damage public property, to beat up someone, or to call somebody a name just because of who they are and what they are, that's disgusting. And you should kill yourself. And maybe that's a little mean, but I'm just being honest. Because people like you give America a bad name. You think you're doing a good thing saying F black people, F Hispanic people, F minorities, blah, blah, blah. But what you're doing is making America this disgusting place. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. Because I've dealt with racism. I've dealt with prejudiced people against me. It's not a big deal to me because at the end of the day, I'm proud of who I am, and I wake up and I'm proud of being a Hispanic girl and Puerto Rican, and nobody's gonna change that. You can call me a spick, a wetback, I don't care. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of who I am, and I feel bad for you because you're a disgusting person. Don't feel bad for me. I'm fine. I feel bad for you. That's how I feel about it. And I just wanted to make this really quick because I'm really feeling some type of way about it. So, we ain't going anywhere. Motherfucker.